The United States has the greatest military on earth, yet military families, we're getting our butts kicked in home ownership. Good afternoon. My name is Nick Leiter. I'm a Coast Guard helicopter pilot and the CEO of UPROOT Homes. I was forced to become a long-distance landlord during the Great Recession because I couldn't sell my home without losing $20,000. My co-founder, John, he was forced to sell his home after 18 months when he received unexpected orders overseas. Today, he's stuck in this rental cycle where he's unable to use the veterans benefits he's earned to build wealth for his family. We are the co-founders of UPROOT, a military-focused fractional equity solution that increases access to the generational wealth benefits of home ownership. There are four key parts to the problem that I want you to walk away with today. First, every year, over 430,000 service members are forced to relocate, and they're going to repeat this process every 2 to 4 years. Next, it's expensive to buy and sell a home, and there are no discounts for short-term homeowners who, during the first 3 years of a mortgage, pay mostly interest to the bank. Third, the break-even point in the average military market is 4 years. Well, 60% of active duty homeowners sell within 4 years, and most are going to be lucky to break even. In order to have the same opportunity as a civilian to build wealth through homeownership, a military service member must take on the risk and hassle of becoming a long-distance landlord, which could be from the other side of the world. And finally, service members of color are disproportionately excluded from homeownership. It's probably not surprising that despite having access to the VA loan with its lower interest rates and no down payment, the active duty population lags the national average by a staggering 22%. And that gap grows to 30% for service members of color. That's pretty messed up when you consider that for the average American, 83% of their wealth in retirement comes from home equity, and that a typical homeowner will be ahead of a typical renter by a multiple of 45 on a lifetime financial achievement scale. In fact, some scholars believe that the modern wealth gap between Black and white households is entirely attributable to this one difference. While I'm a white male, I see and acknowledge that people of color who selflessly choose to serve our nation on active duty face a double structural disadvantage when it comes to wealth creation through homeownership. We're going to fix this with a fractional equity solution tailored to the service member's high mobility lifestyle. Here's how it works. On average, there will be 5 families who each live in the home for 3 years, meaning we're holding on to the home for about 15 years. The service member and UPROOT will work together to identify a property that is both desirable and meets UPROOT's investment criteria. UPROOT will purchase the home and the family will move in. As the families make their monthly payments, they are also purchasing fractional shares of UPROOT. When UPROOT sells the home, all 5 families will share in the profits alongside UPROOT investors. The result? By optimizing the housing experience for active duty, service members can enjoy the ease and flexibility of renting along with the financial benefits of owning. They can do this without the financial risk of short-term home ownership or the logistical hassle of long-distance landlording. Meet the Andersons. They have wanted to become homeowners but could not take on the financial risk. So they have rented at every duty station over the last 15 years and have wasted almost $500,000 of their tax-free housing stipend on rent. During their tour of duty in the DC area, though, they can earn up to $20,000 of future home equity that they will one day use to pay off all of their debt, start a college fund for their children, or make a down payment on their forever home. Maybe they'll even invest in family memories at Disney, whatever works best for them. But the best part about UPROOT is that they can continue to do this at every duty station, no matter how many times they move. Over a 20-year career, we're talking about an impact of $130,000. And this is how we do our part to help bridge the wealth gap. Now, this is a massive, multi-billion-dollar opportunity. Those 1.2 million service members who complete 430,000 moves every year, that's just our phase 1. The U.S. residential real estate market is a $10 trillion asset class. Now, Wall Street is currently moving fast to acquire single-family homes across the nation, creating a future where more and more people will be forced into renting. Our solution will be scaled to other high-mobility professions, as well as millennials and Zoomers who want the financial benefits of homeownership, yet scoff at the idea of being locked down in one place for the rest of their lives. However, it starts with helping the people who need it the most, my brothers and sisters serving on active duty. We have conducted deep customer discovery. In our Princeton-sponsored survey of 550 service members and 30 one-on-one interviews at 9 different military units, the vast majority of service members recognize this problem and are hungry for UPROOT's solution. It has been a productive year. We completed our Masters of Public Policy and an accelerator at Princeton, won a couple of competitions, secured letters of intent from industry leaders, built relationships with the Department of Defense, and launched 2 prototypes. 2021 is going to be a year of action. At a minimum, we are going to purchase our first 5 UPROOT homes, which over the course of the next 15 years will generate $475,000 for 25 military families. Mission-minded investors will see a 4 to 6% IRR while helping us prove a model that will help thousands of military families in the future. Now that's a solid double bottom line. Inequality of opportunity is not just wrong, it's fundamentally un-American, especially for those serving our country. UPROOT is turning this problem into wins for the community and doing our part to bridge the wealth gap. If you have the resources, we have the vision and grit to help you create a legacy, and we'd be honored to have you support the mission. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Leiter, and this is UPROOT.